I visited my favorite Meisho Edo hyakkei, 100 Famous Views of Edo, painted by Hiroshige Ando to see what those scenes look like today. Teppozu and Tsukiji Honganji Temple in 078 is a view of the current Tsukiji Honganji Temple as seen from the sea at that time. First, please check AppleMap to see where this view was painted from. This is the view from the southeast side of Tsukiji Honganji Temple, around the current Sumida River. The red gradation represents Hiroshige's viewpoint. Now it looks as if we are looking from around Tsukishima 5 chom on the other side of the river, but in reality, this was still the sea at that time. Let's put a map from the Tempo era over it. This map shows that the Honganji site, painted in red, had the main building on the northeast side and a number of subsidiary buildings on the southwest side. Today, Hirumi Street runs through the middle of the site, and the area where the subsidiary buildings were located is now an attached store of the Tsukiji Fish Market. The Tsukiji River on the southeast side is now a parking lot and park. Here is a brief history of Honganji Temple. Tsukiji Honganji Temple is a direct affiliate of Nishi Honganji Temple in Kyoto, which was originally located in Asakusa Hamacho and was moved and reconstructed. The original Nishi Honganji, Asakusa Mido, was founded in March 1621. The location is around today's Higashina Honbashi Station on the Toei Asakusa line. However, on January 18, Miriki 3, March 2, 1657, a major fire broke out that burned most of Edo. The Miriki fire was the most devastating in the Edo period, destroying almost all of Edo, except for a portion of the inner Sotabori moat, as well as the Edo castle, including the castle keep, numerous daimyo residences, and most of the city center. The death toll is recorded at 30,000 to 100,000. Nishi Honganji Temple was also destroyed by fire. The fire forced the Edo shogunate to rethink the city's disaster prevention system and urban planning. Because of this, Nishi Honganji was not allowed to rebuild in its original location, and the sea off Hakabori was chosen as an alternative site. The Tsukudajima monks took the lead in reclaiming the sea and building land to rebuild the main temple building, which was reconstructed in 1679 at the current location and came to be known as Tsukiji Monziki, Tsukiji Honganji Temple. This Tsukiji means reclaimed land. Now, let's put another map on top of the original map that shows the division of wards. The red area is Honganji Temple, and the white area is mostly occupied by daimyo residences. The gray areas are the townhouses where Edo citizens live. This map was drawn about 50 years before Hiroshige painted this picture. Since the relocation of Honganji Temple, the Tsukiji area has been reclaimed and Edo's functions as a bay city have been improved. Furthermore, let us put a map of the area in the early Meiji period, more than 10 years after Hiroshige painted this picture. By this time, the number of military facilities in the area around Tsukiji Honganji Temple, shown in red, had increased. After the arrival of the black ships in 1853, the Edo shogunate rushed to build the shogunate's navy and focused on strengthening maritime defense capabilities in various parts of Japan, especially in the Edo area. After the Meiji Restoration, this changed to military-related facilities. In 1869, Meiji II, the Tsukiji settlement for foreigners was established in Akashicho, which became the center of the civilization and the Unjyo-sho, now Tokyo Customs. The location of the settlement was right around the water's edge in Hiroshige's painting. Here is a closer look at Hiroshige's painting. First, the large roof of the Tsukiji Honganji Temple is depicted, looming large above the sky, with a haze of clouds below it. This is an ingenious move by Hiroshige to avoid being blamed by the shogunate by depicting the military facilities in the area at the time. At the time, the roof of the main hall of Tsukiji Honganji Temple was so large and symbolic that it could be seen from all over Edo. On the right is Akashicho, and on the left is the key of Minami-Iidacho. In the foreground are fishermen casting cast nets, and fishermen about to cast their nets are depicted. The area is famous for kiss fishing, and a fishing boat is also depicted. Next to the Eurasian oyster catcher, a small boat, apparently carrying sake barrels, is moving up the river. At the bottom, a large boat from the Kansai region is sailing north. Here is a bird's-eye view of Tsukiji Honganji Temple from Edo Meisho Zoo. In the bird's-eye view from the south, the road from the upper left to the lower right toward the sea is now Hirumidori Avenue. Hiroshige also painted a series of 3 series, depicting the Tsukiji Honganji Temple as a bird's-eye view from the area around the present-day National Cancer Center. As expected, he used a lot of hazy clouds to blur the military facilities. The gate on the lower left is the intersection of what is now Tsukiji Fortune Cross, and the road from there toward the sea on the upper right is what is now Hirumidori Avenue. This photo was taken from the top of Mount Otago 7 years after Hiroshige painted this picture. The large roof of Tsukiji Honganji Temple is clearly visible. This photo was taken from the Unim Bridge, around today's Shinbushi and Bujajo, to show the repair of the large roof that was damaged by fire in 1872. This is a photo of the main building, which has been rebuilt, taken from the front. At that time, the front of the building was facing in the direction of today's Hirumidori Avenue. This is a photo of the front of Honganji Temple in 1893, when the gas lamps were installed in front of the gate. This is a photo of the large roof of Tsukiji Honganji Temple published in 100 Contrasted Views of Edo, Now and Then in 1919. It appears to be an actual view from Hiroshige's point of view at the time. The white building on the right is believed to be Tokyo Customs. I actually went to this location. This is the photo. The big roof of Tsukiji Honganji Temple should be visible on the right side of the brown building, but it is not visible at all. This is the north side of the Tsukiji River, which is now a park. It is now a parking lot, south of the Tsukiji River. This is the roof of Tsukiji Honganji Temple, which can be seen from the entrance of its parking lot. This is the current front of Tsukiji Honganji Temple. The temple was again destroyed by fire after the Great Kanto earthquake of September 1, 1923. On the south side, the 58 subsidiary buildings of the Honganji Temple were relocated due to rezoning, and later became a group of stores next to the Tsukiji Fish Market. The present main hall was designed by Ukiyo-e in 1934 in the ancient Indian style, with the front facing the Ginza side. It is a fashionable complex with a reinforced concrete structure, which was unusual for a religious facility at that time, and is richly decorated with marble carvings. There is also a fashionable cafe next to the main hall. I actually tried to fit the current photo into Hiroshige's painting. Of course, the main roof of Honganji is not visible at all. Hiroshige published this painting in July of Ansei 5, the last in the series. At first, this 78th and the next 79th views were not included in the Meisho Edo hyakkei, 100 Famous Views of Edo, but were treated as appendices and named Edo hyakkei Yakuyo, 100 Famous Views of Edo, but later they were officially included in the Meisho Edo hyakkei. On the other hand, after the Kansei reforms, 1787 to 1793, the shogunate controlled the thought of not only the samurai but also the populace through publication controls and other measures. This was a time of considerable tension in the world, especially with the arrival of the black ships. If anyone depicted military facilities in the Tsukiji Honganji area in an ukiyo-e, the entire Meisho Edo hyakkei, 100 Famous Views of Edo, including the publisher, could be subjected to considerable punishment. Concerned about this situation, Hiroshige may have used a lot of haze clouds to hide anything that might reveal the secrets of the regime. Furthermore, although the Tsukiji Honganji Temple was spared from collapse in the great earthquake of Ansei 2, the following summer a typhoon caused a tidal wave that not only destroyed the large temple, but also washed away the surrounding townhouses. Therefore, the view that Hiroshige saw was completely different from the one depicted in the painting. The temple, which has survived various disasters, has now changed its official name from Honganji Tsukiji Betsun to Tsukiji Honganji. A project is underway to make the temple more open to foreigners and other visitors regardless of denomination, and various lectures and events are being held. Although the main hall is not visible from many places in Tokyo, it has become a representative face of Tsukiji, both in appearance and content, and Shinran Shonin might have been surprised to see it. I replaced the entire image with a photo of the front of Honganji Temple.